Hello everybody, this is G27 and welcome to the August 19th CTGP Update Showcase. The update is now available in the CTGP channel or on chatsoft.co.uk, link in the description. Let's get right into it. There are two new custom tracks this update. They are Abandoned Boardwalk and Color Wonderland. They replace Retro Raceway and Snowy Circuit 2. Next, DS Figure 8 Circuit, GBA Rainbow Road, and Pipe Underworld have been replaced by a different version of the track, or have received a significant remake. N64 Koopa Troopa Beach, Sea Stadium, Slot Circuit, and Thwomp Swamp have been updated. Next, I'll show you what's changed. However, I will not go over every single change. If you want to see the full history of a track, you can check out its wiki page. The links will be in the description. I'll go over the replaced and updated tracks first, and then move on to the new tracks. If you want to move to a specific track, you can use the chapters in the timeline to move to it, or click the timestamp in the description. Let's get started. DS Figure 8 Circuit has been updated to a version by Quageek99 and Sneaky. The previous version was made by Max Copetti. According to the wiki page, YoshiDude4 was also involved in the development of this track in its early stages. This version is supposed to be a modern overhaul of the retro track. I find it interesting how they added a ramp on the left side there. It's pretty wide, so I'm not sure if the trick boost is worth it. It looks like you might be able to explore this area on the left here, but unfortunately there is nothing to do. Big sad. Anyway, that's all I have for DS Figure 8 Circuit. GBA Rainbow Road by Chaos Shadow 23 has received a significant overhaul. There are a lot of graphical changes in this version, but there are gameplay updates too. Notably, the trickable edges are gone for most parts of the track and have been replaced by this black line. The trickable edges themselves have received a different collision type. However, the parts where the trickable edges were mostly used are still here and can be used, so the gameplay hasn't changed a whole lot. Sadly, the trickable parts have been removed from the boost section as well, which means it's much wider and a lot more difficult to trap. Fun fact, the boost panel does not extend into the black border, but the trick ramp does. Because the differences may not be super noticeable right away, I'll give you a little side-by-side comparison. Shadow doesn't want you to know this, but this black border here is very flickery. Shadow, please fix. And that is all for GBA Rainbow Road. Pipe Underworld has been replaced with a version by Megakart69. The previous version was made by Chaos Shadow 23, and the original version was made by Big Odo 2. This version is much similar to the original version by Big Odo 2, which is actually one of my very favorite custom tracks of all time. So I'm really glad to see this update, but you know, I'm kinda biased. Personally, I think that Megakart did a great job at recreating the track with new visuals, while keeping the gameplay similar to the original. The big double cannon section has been replaced by a cave area. I'll show you the lap 1 route first. This bridge falls, as you all probably know, after lap 1. And here is the route for lap 2 and 3. Apparently I suck at driving. Anyway, that's all I have for Pipe Underworld. N64 Koopa Troopa Beach by Zilly has received a major visual overhaul. That's really all there is to this update, so I'll show you a comparison. Besides the texture changes, the ramp on the dock now gives you a lower trick. I used my mushroom late in the after version. It will be slightly faster, but not too much. Also, it was found that this particle effect lags the game quite a bit. Now, this doesn't actually matter on CTGP, but it's kind of fun to mess around with. Anyway, that's all I have for N64 Koopa Troopa Beach. Sea Stadium by Zachi has been updated from version 2.16.1 to 2.16.3. There are a lot of small changes that are not very noticeable while playing. However, the walls now actually bounce green shells, and red shells actually break on them. Couldn't really get a great video for this, but the red shell actually breaks on the wall. If you want to see all the changes, I recommend going to the wiki page, link in the description below. But that is all I have for Sea Stadium. Slot Circuit by Jeffe has been updated from version 1.11 to version 1.2.1 by Luke Chandler. Behind the scenes, the start line position has been changed and the item routes have been improved. The track as a whole has been scaled up by 2.5%. Some trickable parts have been added to the road here and here. Here's what it looks like. The blue parts are trickable. Further in the lap, another edge has been made trickable. Here's where you can trick. Also, the ramps on the track have been changed. The ramp towards the end of the lap has been changed too. That's all I have for Slot Circuit. Thwomp Swamp by Mystery99 has been updated by Callum from beta to version 1.1. The track has been scaled up by 25%. Here's what that looks like. This makes it easier for certain vehicles to drive on some of the turns. The previous version had a bug where the trees had a weak corner and you could go through them. This has been fixed. And that's all I have for Thwomp Swamp. Abandoned Boardwalk has been added to CTGP. It is created by Chaos Shadow 23 and Renegade Sierra. This track, as you can tell, is Halloween themed. It features a graveyard area, a haunted mansion, and a boardwalk. The wiki states that this track's design was heavily inspired by N64 Banshee Boardwalk. I really like the thwomps in the background. Personally, I think driving on this track is, well, decent, and I like the theming. The track also has a cool shortcut towards the start. See if you can find it yourself. This grass cut at the end is going to be fun on lap 3. But that is all I have for Abandoned Boardwalk. Color Wonderland by Spy Kid is back in CTGP. It was removed in October 2019, but it is now back in remade form. Spy Kid has remade this custom track in order to make quality of life improvements, and making the track easier to play, because that was highly requested. Personally, I was okay with the previous version of this track, but I could see why people wanted it to be updated. Well, thankfully that has now happened, and I find the update nice looking. I don't know how to get to the shortcut up there though. Maybe a shroom hop trick or something. I'm not sure why this ending section has these half pipes on the edges and item boxes, because there is a set right before it. Well, anyway, that's all I have for Color Wonderland. That's all for this update. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for supporting Mr. Bean and everyone else involved in this update. What did you think of the update? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.